What's up, my fellow YouTubers and reptile freaks? Figure while I'm cleaning a cage, I'd take a quick second to talk about one of my snakes, one of my reticulated pythons. So I've got Moses in here, and I think mainly, unfortunately, with the amount of snakes that I have in close proximity of each other, and the amount of adults I have, mainly my male reticulated pythons. There's a couple of them I can kind of halfway deal with and remove out of the cage, but some of these things, they've become an absolute nightmare to deal with. And I think, again, it's because of the amount of snakes that I have. Moses is one of them. Sometimes it's been a couple, 2-3 years ago, but he busted out of a cage, and in process of trying to recage him, he bit himself a couple times, and absolutely, it looked like someone just slashed at him with a butcher knife. Is how bad the cuts were. And so there's a couple of these snakes. I haven't taken him out of the cage in a long time, and that's just because if he comes out of the cage, that's the risk I take, is him injuring himself or him trying to injure me. And they go on, it's full-on mortal combat with these things, with these males. Like I've got a couple females that are kind of sketchy, but nothing like the male reticulated pythons. So, so what I've done to deal with this issue that I have is, when I go in to clean, I try to sterilize and wipe everything down. And like my hook, I spray with Lysol, wipe it down. I've got a little pop-in divider I made for my 6-foot cages that I'll sterilize it, try to clean it off as best as I can, and I go and I tap him a couple times. He's been pretty mild inside the cage lately. I'll tap him a couple times and just see how he's going to react. And if he turns his head back the other direction, I can quickly open the cage, get my divider in there, and push it in place and wedge it in there. That way I can kind of work safely, so to speak. But but if he starts to bounce around in there, like, he can easily push this divider out. So like, I'm taking a little more time than what I want to with cleaning his cage, because the longer I leave it like this, the more chance he is of picking up a scent from like another male. Like these, like this thing a couple years ago, I swear this thing chased me and and if he would have got me, it'd have been immediate. It would have been hospital visit, like immediate. So it was absolutely nightmare. So what I'm going to do here is slide the right hand side open, pop this divider out, and try to get it out as quick as I can in like one swift motion, and get the cage shut. Because sometimes, like the last time, he went to bouncing around and arching and pushing, so it gets real sketchy. So people ask me what I do to be safe, and this is generally what I do with these males. So they do not come out of the cage, because you're just asking for it. It's like right now he's starting to stir around a little more, and his face is pointed that way. So it's like I might not be able to get this divider out. We'll wait for his head to turn the other direction. He's already pointed this way. Likely if I pull the divider out, he's going to shoot this way. Like, he knows when the cage comes open. So that's what I have to be careful with. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull the divider out right now. He's already starting to push up against it. I may even have to take some tape to hold the glass down, because he's going to stir around in there pretty good. Like, the fight's on now. This is one thing I absolutely hate. I don't hate, but with these retics, the males, man. So, and like these bite marks that he did to himself were horrendous. Like, it was really bad. On the top of his back, you're talking four slashes, probably 8 inches long, and at least I'd say 1/2 inch deep, and then on his stomach there was two cut marks. Same deal, you know, 4 or 5 inches long, 1/2 inch deep, and it went through the, you know, all the way down to his ribs, and it was like terrible. So then, like with a couple of my female, or most of my females, some of them I can go in without a hook to tap them, and then some of them I leave in the cage just because they're, you know, over time they've turned to just, they don't like interaction with me whatsoever, and all the other females are calling on me, and I can easily deal with them. Like oftentimes when I'm cleaning, I'll in my spare bedroom, I've got where I used to keep Cornflake. She's loose in the house right now, but I'll take all the Burmese and retics, all the females, and put them in that room while I'm cleaning, you know. So it makes things a little more streamlined and easier on me versus leaving them in the cage when you got to shoo them back and forth, you know. And then once I'm done cleaning, then I'll just move I can leave them in that room for several hours if I want to, or overnight or a couple days. And then I bring them back into the cages when I'm done cleaning, or when they've been in there long enough. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.